Do you want a brilliant, reusable, engaging, low prep idea for any classroom? Of course you do. Keep watching. I'm Yoga Conga, a teacher educator, and I've been a CELTA assessor and trainer for over 20 years. I've also got a website at elttraining.com where I make video-based support material for English language teachers at all stages of their careers. Check it out, and if you like this, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I make a new video every week. I went to a fantastic talk at the IATEFL conference last month by Paul Seligson, and with his permission I'm sharing this idea that he shared with us. So thanks, Paul. Paul gave us several great ideas in his talk, and a common theme was change. Shake things up. Imagine you have 3 main activities in a class. You don't need to take a linear approach and do them each from beginning to end, one after another. You can mix it up, come back to things again and again throughout the lesson, and this can really increase engagement and also increase the benefit of an activity for your learners. Let me show you an example. Start with a list of general knowledge questions. Stop me for a minute and read them. Imagine you're giving these to your learners. You put them up on the board and you give them 5 minutes to look at them and to talk about their answers with their partners. Right, now you take them down. You get on with something else, something completely different. No feedback yet. While we're imagining doing a different exercise, I need something else to do with you. So I thought I'd talk about where I got those questions from. This is where AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini are your friends. What's the topic of the lesson? I chose dogs fairly randomly and put in this simple prompt. Please give me a list of 10 general knowledge questions to do with dogs. And it did, immediately. You could specify the level of language you want it to use, especially if you've got a lower level class. But the easiest thing is just to ask for more questions than you want and choose the best ones or edit them. I wanted about 6 or 7, so I asked for 10. Okay, you've done another activity with your class, maybe a discussion about dogs or a matching task with some of that vocabulary: breed, bark, a sense, toxic food, fur. Now put the questions up again and ask them to discuss with their partner which 2 questions they feel most comfortable answering. 5 minutes. No feedback again, not yet. Go on to another exercise, maybe a reading about dogs. You could find one, or you could ask Gemini to generate one for you. Easy. They read, they answer questions, rada rada. Then we circle back to our list of questions again. This time though, we don't show them the questions, we show them the answers, but mixed up, and see if they can remember what the questions are from the answers. They talk in pairs, 5 minutes again. They don't have to write anything down, but an extension to this might be to try to get them to write as many of the questions as they can, prompted by the answers, of course. Doing this in pairs or in small teams makes it less of a test and more of an engaging competition. Then we move on again to a different activity, maybe a listening or some grammar work, maybe on question forms based on the questions they've remembered. Finally, maybe towards the end of the lesson, you can put the questions up one final time, and by now they should all be able to answer them. so you could go through them as a class. You might feel that this repetition would get dull, but Paul used this activity with a large group of English teachers with questions about Brighton, where we were, and I can assure you it was anything but dull. More importantly, it exploited the material of that quiz really effectively. So language learning, I think, is all about reinforcement and meaningful repetition. And this, for me, was a great example of that. So try it out, see how you get on, and I hope you have fun with it. See you next time.